John Oaks here with Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Pennsylvania showroom. Today we've got another new addition to our inventory, and this is a 1971 Plymouth Duster 340. As you can see, our Duster here is the Plum Crazy Purple car. It's got the stock steel hood on it with the dual hood scoops on it. You'll notice it does have the 340 emblems on the hood scoops, as well as with the badging and the decals. But once we get to under the hood, we're going to learn that it is not a 340. So, in combination with our Plum Crazy Purple paint job, we've got the matte black decals here for the 340. You can see the Duster up here on the front. 340 is going to be all the way at the back of the car there. We'll see that once we get there. All of the bright work on this car, the front bumpers chrome, back and front. You've got the wheel lip moldings, all of the bright work, the trim around the windows, drip rail moldings, mirrors, and door handles. All of the bright work is in great condition on this car. Down the sides of the car, nice and straight. Door gaps are very uniform, front to back. Glass, as you can see in this car, is in great shape. There's no chips or cracks that I can see on this. Now, it does have the dual mirrors, both driver and passenger side. Driver's side is remote, so you can adjust that from inside the car. As we go inside, you're going to take a look at that interior. All black vinyl interior. It's got the high back bucket seats, factory dash, factory instrumentation. It does retain the factory heater controls and the factory AM radio in there as well, but it does have a couple aftermarket gauges. Those would be oil pressure and water temperature. Now again, this car, black interior, the carpeting, all of the seat upholstery, all in great condition. There's no rips or tears to talk about. Everything looks really good inside the car. Doors close up real nice, no effort whatsoever. Wheels on this car, these are the factory style steel rally wheels, complete with centers and trim rings, and BF Goodrich radial TA tires front and back on this car as well. As I mentioned, you'll see the 340 here. That completes your black, your matte black vinyl decals here. You can see it's got the matte black trunk wing on the car as well. Trunk fits very good too. Again, gaps the whole way around, elevations look great, rear glass is in good shape, as well as all the bright work around there. Nice chrome rear bumper, and you can see that matte black decal continues on the back of the car here as well, calling out the Duster 340 there also. Now we will open our trunk up, so let me grab that key, and that way we can take a look inside the trunk. So again, trunk springs are doing what they should. They're holding that big heavy trunk up with that trunk wing. The underside of the trunk painted that same Plum Crazy Purple. The trunk seals the whole way around are in excellent shape. They meet right in the center here. This is going to seal up real nice from the elements. Nice trunk mat in here. Again, you got a nice set of floor mats if you wish to use them. And you can see it retains the original bumper jack back there, and it looks like we might even have a car cover in there also that will work with this car. So that is the trunk. We're going to close that up. Again, it closes nice and easy too, and you'll notice out the back of the car we've got a nice set of chrome exhaust tips for you. Now as we continue up the passenger side of the car, again we've got all the same stuff. Nice straight body, the matte black 340 Duster decals. The vinyl roof here is in excellent shape too. Again, as we feel along all the edges, that's where you would normally feel for any problem areas. This is nice and smooth the whole way around, even through the drip rail and rain gutters here. Everything is nice. Glass on the passenger side, same thing. Looks to be in great shape. No chips, no cracks. We'll take a quick look at the interior from the passenger side now. Again, seat upholstery is great. Carpeting, no fading, no tearing. Seat, the actual door panels here are in great shape also. Again, it's got the Duster logos throughout the interior. We'll close this up, and we'll work our way back to the front again. Again, just all the same stuff. Nice wheel lip moldings and everything like that. Again, you've got the bright work on the hood scoops here as well as your hood decal, the matte black, the broken up decal here on the hood. Looks real nice there also. Grill, it's in great shape. The Nothing broken out of it, all painted up gray just as it should be. The black areas, same thing. Your headlights, just traditional sealed beam units, so your high and low beam all in one lens right there. Again, that front bumper nicely chromed up. We're going to go underneath the hood here, and then I'll tell you what I meant whenever I said we do not have the 340 in here anymore. Instead, what we have underneath the hood is it's a Mopar Performance. It is a Magnum crate motor. So this is a 360 cubic inch motor, 380 horsepower on this motor too. Again, everything painted up very nice. You've got the chrome air cleaner with the 4-barrel decal. It does have a Holley 4-barrel dual feed carburetor on it. You can see the Mopar Performance valve covers. All the heater lines are hooked up. We've got some aluminum pulleys, a 5-blade clutch fan to help with pulling, a nice aluminum radiator with a matching aluminum overflow tank there as well. As far as the ignition goes, looks like they've slightly upgraded. It's got a Mopar Performance coil on it. It's got Moroso 8mm plug wires on it. Now as we go underneath the car, we'll point out a few things, but this car does have a set of long tube headers on it that empty out into a full set of dual exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers, and you already saw the tailpipes. So full exhaust system underneath this car. Good running car. It is manual 4-wheel drum brakes, but the brakes work very good on it. It is a manual steering car as well too, but once you get going, you barely notice it. The car runs and drives very, very nicely. That's pretty much it for around, in, and under the hood on our car. Now, before we go to putting this car on the lift for you, I just want to let you know, with this car, we've got a huge 3-ring binder full of information, various receipts and so forth on this car. Also, this car was it was the customer, I think something like the Customer's Choice Award winner at the 2018 Carlisle Mopar Nationals. So again, car has a little bit of recognition and lots of documentation to go along with it. So we're going to close the hood on this, get it up on the lift, and we'll show you the underside. Alright, we are underneath our 1971 Plymouth Duster here now. Again, this is our Plum Crazy Purple car, and it is badged on the outside with all the decals as a 340. However, while we're standing underneath here, I'll call out the drive line here first on the car. First we have, this is a 360 Mopar crate motor here that's in this car. It is backed up by a Mopar 4-speed. This is the 421 new process 4-speed manual transmission. You can see here it's got the blow-proof bell housing and the cover on the front here so it protects that flywheel. The cross member here for the transmission, it's in great condition. The urethane mounts are all in great shape too. Balanced drive shaft here, again, to eliminate a lot of the vibrations that you might have in the drivetrain. And then we have the 8 3/4 inch Mopar rear. Now this is a POSI unit. It's a 390 gear ratio. And then that's pretty much concludes our driveline. Now, suspension on this car. We've got the traditional strut rod front suspension on the car. All your stock upper and lower control arms up there. Steering is manual steering. It's manual 4-wheel drum brake as well. It's got the e-brake all hooked up on it too, so you're going to see all the cables underneath here all routed as they should be, and it is all functional too. Exhaust work, you can see we've got the long tube headers here. You've got the big diameter exhaust, the dual exhaust all the way back. You've got a set of Flowmaster mufflers on it. You also have tailpipes and then a nice set of chrome exhaust tips to exit out the rear of the car. Rear suspension, as you can see, multi-leaf rear suspension, and just a traditional set of, looks like probably KYB gas adjust shocks on there too as well. So again, the ride should be very, very good on this car as well. The floors are in really good shape on this car. I don't see any patching. They're just lightly undercoated, probably what would have been, you know, more or less from factory almost. Looks like somebody added in here a set of frame stiffeners underneath here. They are welded in. It looks like they were done really good there. So again, that's going to stiffen up the car too, make it a lot more rigid. As far as wheels and tires, We've got the factory Mopar rally wheels on this car. They're 15.7s on the front and 15.8s on the back, complete with wheel centers and the trim rings there. And as far as tires, they're BF Goodrich radial TAs, two 1565 R15s on the front, two 5560 R15s on the back. And then just to finish out, back here with our fuel tank, this looks like a pretty new fuel tank with all the mounting hardware, the straps and bolts and everything. There's no dents or dings. Looks good back here, and that's pretty much the underside of our car. So we're going to go ahead and drop this down off the lift here, and we'll get underneath the hood, get you a video of that engine running next.